Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. Steve Buzza here. So it's the 10th of August, so I'm doing these Asian vlogs. I have had a busy couple days. I've just had more jabs, so if I get bitten by a dog when I'm over there, I will only need a couple more jabs and I won't get rabies. Bash! But no, I've had a couple of them done, so good way to spend some money. But yesterday I went up to the university, so I'm doing my masters at Cardiff Met, and I've worked hard. I've worked really hard the last few months, but I haven't quite got as far along as I wanted to. But there's a bit that I need done basically before I go to Thailand, because it will just be a logistical nightmare actually trying to sort it once I'm over there. So basically I collected data. So you may have seen, like, Mark came up and loads of social media stuff of him in his pants. So there was a purpose behind that. He was helping me with my study. So you basically put markers on your skin, hence the reason you need to do it topless. So putting dots all over the body. Mark took it to the extreme. Never seen anyone so excited to be in their pants, but that's a different story. So we'll save that one for another day. But yeah, so you collect the data, and then you've got all of this information. But unlike, so if anybody has ever like used K-Vest or a biomechanical kind of hardware and software to have their swing analyzed, when you use that, you then get the information straight away. Because the software is already written. The problem is when you do research, as you may have put the dots in different places to somebody else, or you might be looking for something slightly different. Obviously there's loads of ways to define different things. Like, to give you a real simple example, K-Vest uses the shoulder rotation, but they kind of try and take the spine, whereas some people take the shoulders. And if you think the shoulders can move a bit more independently, so you get a very different reading. And there's loads of arguments, which one's better, which one's worse, and that's a simple example, but you can apply that to many different sort of segments across the body. So it's, when you're doing research, it's not a simple case of you collect it and then you press go and then it shows you everything, like that might have happened, like I say, in a lesson you've had with K-Vest or MMA, is it, or biodynamics. All of these different softwares, you'll get the information straight away. It's not kind of how research works. So basically you've got to write the software, and not as complicated as it sounds, as in you write it within a piece of software, but you have to kind of tell it what you want before it will give it to you. So that takes a while, it takes a little bit of learning, and that's the bit that I'm at the minute. So if I do that correctly, I'm then in that situation that you may have had in a lesson. You press go and it kind of kicks out the information that you want. If you do it slightly wrong, A, it might not kick anything out, which is bad, or B, it will kick out stuff that's wrong, which is arguably even worse. So I've been a little bit worried. I think I've said in previous ones, I've been struggling to get hold of the uni, because academics and stuff, they tend to go away to conferences and stuff, plus just like anybody else, they get holiday, etc. So I've kind of been in a bit of limbo the last few weeks, worrying a little bit about it, because like I say, if this isn't done before I go to Thailand and then I get issues, I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. But however, I had a meeting yesterday, saw a few of the guys in the lab, and I saw my professor, and really productive day, and really pleased. It probably went as well as it could have gone. The guys up there at Cardiff Met in the biomechanics department, they are really good, really knowledgeable. So I'm feeling a lot better about it. I've got a few more things to do my end, actually cleaning up the data before it can go in, and then what we've done together, it should start to all fall into place. So hopefully next week I can start pulling data out, and obviously once the data's pulled out, that's when I can start analysing it, trying to see if I have any findings. But I can do that, that's not a problem, so I know what I'm looking for, and that as soon as I'm in that bit, that's up to me. It will all be out into the sort of Excel, so it's in a software that's very user friendly, and I know how to use it. So yeah, hopefully I'm in a very good place, and I'm feeling a little bit better, because obviously it's quite stressful moving away. Just was moving in general is stressful. Moving to another country, very stressful. I need to sort my visas out and stuff. That's been held up a bit. So with this masters stuff on top of me as well, I've been in a bit of a mood the last few days, doing worrying a bit. However, like I said, I had a really productive meeting yesterday, so hopefully that will be on course, and I'm in a good place with that as well. So yeah, had jabs, got to have some more. You got to wait 7 days, so I think this is Wednesday. I'm having them, not Saturday week, and I've got to have another lot. I should have had 3 lots, and I've left it too late. I wasn't organised. Plus, I thought I might be leaving a bit later. But yeah, so I've got to have my last lot done in Thailand. But yeah, I'll have the jabs today, jabs next Saturday, and then I'll have some more done when I'm actually in Thailand. I think you can get them done in the airport, but I didn't actually need as many as I thought. Rabies, but then again, I've spent time with Pickard, and he must have bitten me. Crossfield's a bit of a biter. But yeah, I had never got rabies before, so more of a precaution, that one. And what was the other one? Something B. I had the A done last week, and now I've had the B one. That would be... Ooh, I think it's the one Pamela Anderson's got in C, I believe. And the name's gone. If you know, comment down below. I'm going to leave you there with not a lot of information. I had jabs in my arm. It went in that one. That's about all I know. Hope to catch you soon.